Hi flames, welcome back to my channel. So tonight we're going to be doing messages from your shadow. Please subscribe, like and comment. So let's get started. These are the three cards we are going to be doing today. So we have pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3. So pile 1, you are poison. And let's get into messages from your shadow. So I feel like at this time you are breaking a huge curse in your life, right? And I do feel like it is very self-inflicted. That is what your shadow is saying. And I almost feel like I'm getting like you are drinking a different poison. You are in the energy of truly shifting your words, your mindset, the things that you want to create in this life. You are honestly like creating something different for yourself. A lot of you are in the energy of releasing a lot of what does not serve you anymore. A lot of the things that do not help you grow. Some of you, it may help to bottle up something, okay, when it comes to poison. So, you know, I'm seeing like little jar spells, okay, but something specifically for poison as well. Something that is going to help you with enemies, help you, you know, in times where you kind of just need to slay your enemies. To help protect you, to help break hexes, curses, wards, help ward your energy. I'm seeing a lot of storm water here, okay? Storm magic as well is what I'm being shown. So let me see, what is the energy before I even start shuffling? Yeah, I see this bottle being broken. So I don't know if something was thrown at you recently, like in terms of magic, or like you are that, like that is how powerful your energy is right now. You are breaking spells. You are breaking things that even felt very codependent to you for a long time. And this is what I say, you are learning new mindsets. You are learning new energy. You're learning what you no longer need. You're outgrowing a bottle here. Some of you, you're outgrowing your shadow. You're outgrowing your guides. You are outgrowing different versions of you that once did things a very specific way, and I'm seeing this like bottle break, but it's not a bad thing, right? Especially if something for you, like in terms of a spell jar, has broken recently, or something of significance in terms of your magic has broken. I wouldn't even see it as a bad sign. I would see it as something that can no longer hold the container of who you were. You are very powerful, right? I see like a lot of motorcycle energy. I see a lot of like you are someone that truly moves energy. You're gonna move, okay? There's a lot of movement coming in. There is a lot of like a moving energy. Not only just what you're shifting internally, but I almost feel like your shadow's saying you are going to move quite literally. So one thing that I keep being shown is a rising sun, okay? I'm just envisioning your shadow as a whole, right? And I see a rising sun. I see like a placement. I see, listen to me very clearly. Your energy is not only moving and being placed somewhere, but there is something around a bottle being placed is what I'm seeing. And it's almost like you show up. It's like your energy being placed. But it's like a very like empowered energy. It's empowerment. It's dominance. And I'm seeing your shadow say you don't even see what is coming yet. I am seeing be careful not to block your own shine. Look what's here, the Star card. What did I say about that sun? Like, that is how magnetizing it is. It's like bright. I'm seeing your shadow say, just be aware of your senses, okay? Be aware of your energy, because I feel like your shadow is showing me, quite literally, the shadow from the bottle, right? Is showing me you don't even see what is coming yet. You're focused on one thing, but you don't even see the bigger picture yet. You don't even see the bigger manifestation. You don't even understand the bigger room yet. Where you go will bring such luck to you. What you are about to move through in terms of your identity, in terms of upgrades, in terms of movement, wherever you go, even if it's internally, the next door for you is going to upgrade your life. It is going to help heal so many people. And look what you have here, the Justice card. You are someone of importance. You are becoming someone of importance because you're a curse breaker. And a part of this energy means movement. It means you having to break curses, not only just your own, but others around you. You just existing helps people. But I feel like for you, there has been a need to balance out your emotions here. Some of you have blocked your emotions as of recently. I wouldn't say blocked as in it's holding you back, but I would say there is a lot of like shielding your energy from people at the moment. But I do feel like your energy is very balanced. And I find it interesting that you got a bottle and the Star card, she's holding 2 jugs, right? So your shadow is helping you co-create. It's helping you create balance. It's helping you create not only self-mastery within, peace within yourself, emotional balance within yourself, and for the life that you are creating, but in the world too. You're about to be heavily upgraded. You have the gift of transmutation. So I feel like your shadow's message here today is you have the power to transmute a lot of the old into something new, because you're also the balance. You have the power to create the contracts that you want to create. And I feel like as of recently, whether it's this energy of hexing around you or other people's energy, whether it's things going wrong or your identity being stuck in this bottle, almost like you almost feel a bit like the genie from Aladdin, right? You feel like you're just here to be used. You're here to help other people, but it's like, when is like, am I ever going to be met? Am I ever going to be supported, right? You've been in this bottle for a long time. And I feel like you are no longer this bottle, but your bottle is still helping shape the things that you are creating in this world. You are learning to transmute a lot of what has kept you stuck, and you are able to create these new doorways, these new contracts, this new healing for your life. You're able to return things back to sender. You're able to really create your own justice in this world. But I feel like what your shadow wants you to know is that you are becoming the justice. You are becoming your own power force. You are becoming your own inner fulfillment, your own mastery. And it's almost as if for a long time you lived out of this bottle. You lived in your shadow, right? You were always the one to heal, or you were always the one doing things privately, always the one to help people, always feeling trapped in old identities. And it's like finally you have outgrown the bottle so much that now it's a weapon of choice. Now it's your tool. It's a part of your toolkit, right? And it's like you are able to grow forward. You're able to move through new energies. You're no longer the one trapped in a bottle and labeled, you know, a curse, labeled a black sheep, labeled someone who is quote unquote bad. You are becoming your own star, your own inner compass, your own magnetism. You are becoming someone that strives for what they want, You are becoming, it's almost as if like your shadow outgrew this bottle and it became this justice card. It grew up. Your shadow literally grew up. So I feel like your shadow is really teaching you about your power. Look, and that's what's right behind the Emperor. The death, your shadow. Your shadow is a transmuter. Your shadow is someone who helps you in times of decay. Your shadow is here to help support you in so many ways, help support you when you are going through these big emotional shifts. Your shadow is here to teach you about who you truly are, which is that of a leader. You are going to be a leader. The rooms that you're moving into is someone who is highly respected, someone who does important work, someone who builds these empires, someone who builds themselves an empire. But not only that, you have become the empire. So your shadow wants you to know things are moving in the right direction for you. You don't even have to worry about what is dying out, because you are already creating the force field. And I feel like what you needed is not approval, but you needed that little nudge to be like, even though the glass is breaking, even though it feels like you're losing something, you're actually gaining so much because you have almost morphed into your shadow. So it's like when the sun shines, your shadow is still within you, right? Your shadow is still there when the sun goes out. And I feel like you're learning to balance these energies as you become your true version, because that is what's rising for you. I love and appreciate you, pile 1. I will see you in the next one. Pile 2, you are the shadow. So let's see what your shadow's message is for you. So I feel like for you, your shadow is a huge protector in your life. And I feel like you discovered your shadow, right? In moments of darkness. You are a child that was very psychic, or you had like an upbringing where you sense things, you sense spirits. Some of you are clairvoyant, you are mediums, okay? Others of you, in times of trauma, you discovered your shadow. I'm seeing you played with your shadow when you were a kid. This may even be a repressed memory. You may not even remember it, okay? But you played with your shadow as a kid. You thought about your shadow quite a lot, okay? Peter Pan, shadows always remind me of Peter Pan as well. So this is like a very childhood energy, for sure. I'm also seeing some of you could have had a pet as well that morphed as your shadow. Some of you had a pet early on in years of life. But I feel like you discovered your shadow, and here's the thing. You discovered your shadow, you played with it like an innocent kid. But for some of you, you always felt connected to that shadow. Some of you, your shadow was quite literally your protection. Because I feel like you went through something as a child. Maybe it was a lot of endings. Maybe it was death. Physical, internally, trauma, okay? There are a lot of things that you went through. And I feel like that became your protection in itself, knowing like you always had a shadow. That's very quirky and weird, and it's not going to resonate with everyone. For others of you, your shadow became a spirit, especially if you see through the veil, especially if you are able to see more than what the average person sees. This could be a god, a goddess, someone who became your protector quite literally, right? Some of you have like many different guides as well, is what I'm seeing, but there was one that always came and went, one that you even feared. For a long time, you probably even feared the dark. You feared your shadow, right? Until you started to remember that it was a part of your soul. Your shadow wants you to know you are about to lead, okay? For some of you right now, you are dealing with someone that is quite literally siphoning off you, vexing you, shall we say. A lot of low vibrational energies, people who do not know your worth, trying to drag you down. And if it's not a person, it's almost this vibration in life, right? Where it's like everything just wants to pull you down. Everything wants to annoy you. Everything wants to go against the things that you want, right? You have a very strong vision. This is what I'm saying. A lot of you mediums, clairvoyants, you have the gift of sight. That is why a lot of you have this shadow connectivity, because you can see in the dark, quite literally. You see things that other people don't. Even if you're not medium, you read between the lines. You have an awareness around people, especially. But I feel like you're just tired of this energy. You're tired of fighting the rabbit hole. You're tired of feeling timid. You're tired of other people's energy. And I feel like there is almost like a snap here. Someone is being haunted by your shadow, right? For quite literally annoying you. For quite literally siphoning off you. For always taking from you. Like, this shadow is already on it, okay? Some of you, your energy is already on it. These are people from the past, low vibrational energies, even thought forms of the past, always trying to come back and take you out. But this shadow is coming in to help you move away from this energy. It's helping you lead, okay? Whatever was taken from you can no longer be received by the other end. If someone is taken from you, let me tell you, it was already declined. I'm seeing like a card declining in the most embarrassing way. But I feel like your shadow's message here is about get your head in the game. Focus. Don't even worry about what this energy is, because truly by the snap of your fingers, it is already being returned. Something is falling in your life. Something is done. A lot of this energy is done. Your shadow has already put the wall up between you and them. Your shadow is following you now. You're going to notice this shadow, right? For others of you, I do just want to say, be very careful of people imitating your shadow or sending a lot of their spirits, their energies your way, okay? Not that you're not going to notice. Like, let me tell you, the torch is shining so bright right now. Like, even just like the shine of your sword is glistening right now. You have a new offer coming in and you need to focus. A lot of people are wanting to stop you from receiving this. Now, I'm also seeing, this was at the bottom of the cards that I pulled out earlier, but I also see the King of Pentacles. You're about to have a very big financial offer in your life. You're about to have a lot of options, okay? A lot of options of what you're creating, a lot of abundance pouring in. You need to focus on what's next, truly. You need to focus because there is going to be a big offer. Something is growing right now slowly in your life, something that you're working on. It could even be something like in terms of spell work that you've started, but it's like you're about to lock the fucking, okay? You're about to get everything that you want. And the thing is, there is a lot of these distractions coming in. Because it's like when your vision is one way, you have the ability to look 360 anyway. You have the ability to navigate the rooms that you want to be able to see all awareness around you, to see people's true intentions. But what a lot of people are doing, or a lot of the energy that is mirroring in your life right now, is you're focused forwards, right? Because this card is not facing towards the past, it's facing forwards, right? You are focused on what is to come. You're focused on this energy. You're focused on what's moving forward. You're focused on, you know, things that are truly going to bring you great vibration. But your shadow's saying, because that energy, you're focused there, there is a lot of this old energy, people trying to take scraps. And it's like, you may not care, but it's also important that there is some level of protection. And I do feel like your shadow is doing most of the work. It's making sure that you are protected. You have a lot of energies behind you, is what I'm hearing. But I feel like this could even be nervous system energy, right? Because I'm seeing like someone trying to distract your hearing, your voice, like you're trying to focus on something, and then all of a sudden dogs are barking, or all of a sudden things are happening in the background. Distractions even of your own mind. This is everyone else's energy. So I feel like firstly, you need a clean energy. You need to work with your mind more. Your shadow is saying your mind needs like an illumination moment, needs some kind of truth, some kind of lock-in, some type of frequency, right? Regularly to help you focus and move forwards. You're about to learn a lot of things around you, even of those of the past. I do sense a bit of a betrayal coming in here, right? It's like the more that you grow, the more that you're going to see people's true intentions. Honestly, that is the energy. You're going to see who tries to ask for things. Okay, the more money you make, the more jealous people come in. The more, well, we loved you, we're family. Well, I've always been there for you. It's like, be surprised of the amount of people that are going to start showing their true colors. I do see mirrors need to be veiled. I do see a lot of smoke around mirrors here, right? And I feel like a lot of people are trying to access your energy without your permission, okay? That is why you're feeling a lot of energetic shifts as well, especially around other people's energy. They're trying to project. So you need to either make sure your mirrors are protected and veiled, or you need to make sure that you are clearing energy more regularly than you are. But so honestly, here's the thing. What I would say to you is focus forwards. Let what is crumbling crumble, because you cannot save those people from their own energy. Your shadow is protecting you. But your shadow is saying, your shadow is coming through as a crow, or it's coming through a lot of spirit animals, okay? Crows specifically though. So watch out for crows, because that is your shadow. Or a lot of black animals. They are your shadows. And they will make themselves known. It'll be like you catch it at the corner of your eye. The crows see between the veil. They see between energies. They are messengers. Crows are messengers, right? So for some of you, build a relationship with a crow here through offerings, through communication, through your own divination. But also the crow is highlighting transmutation of the old. Because when you transmute the old, it gets rid of it, right? And you're able to alchemize it into something new. Whereas if you keep moving forwards, ignoring the problem or ignoring these energies, then it's like the problem never gets solved, right? Does that make sense? It's like you're always looking back. And for some of you, this is your nervous system as well. This is making sure that you truly feel good, rather than just blocking energy constantly. Because eventually it just all piles up until you're exhausted, until you snap, and that's not a bad thing. So I feel like your shadow's message is focus. Everything is moving forwards. Your shadow is your protector. It is protecting you through animals, through your own innocence. Your own innocence is honestly where your shadow was born, right? Because you were innocent in a time of trauma or in a time of loneliness. But I also feel like you need to make sure that you're transmuting energy, you're working through your own energy, you're moving energy out the way, because you want to move smartly. You don't just want to leave things half open with cords attached. Make sure you're closing out this energy once and for all. You're speaking your boundary, because moving forwards, right now things may feel still, but when things start to flow and come in and move, and trust me, they are moving for you, pole 2. Things will ignite, offers will come in, movement will happen. You don't want to get into a situation where you are left empty, where you forget about this thing of the past, which is not a bad thing. I'm not saying keep your energy constantly open to it, but it's like, remember your protection, remember your transmutation, remember your healing, remember these things that are going to help you move forwards, because it's going to make you actually feel good. A lot of your energy right now is kind of pissed off, because it's like, I'm busy, like I'm literally so busy right now, I do not have time for your energy. But also remember your power, especially in silence, especially in vision, especially in your core energy. I'm not even talking about action, I'm talking about who you are in the moment when you hold this sword. I'm having a vision here of almost like you turn around with this sword, and there comes the distraction behind you. But your power doesn't rise in what you do, it rises in your own inner authority, your own understanding of who you are. Remember who you are. It is a gift. Your shadow is with you. Birds are very significant. Butterflies are going to be becoming significant for you. You're about to walk into a new line of power, and that takes growth. But I feel like your shadow is also saying, do not worry not only about the past, but about a lot of things that have fallen, because I feel like your inner child here is almost like a bit anxious, a bit worried about what is coming forwards, and it's almost like your shadow is nurturing you here a little bit. Your own inner shadow is saying, like, you've got this. You've got this, because you're growing into a new level of power that you never thought you'd be able to obtain, whether it's a new role, a new job, a new move, a new sense of direction. That energy always comes with a bit of anxiousness, but your shadow wants you to know, like, you've quite literally got this. Remember who you are. Your shadow was always here to teach you who you are, who you were in moments of trauma, in moments of solitude. Because in moments of solitude like this is how you remember who you are. I love and appreciate you, pile 2. I will see you in the next one. Pile 4. Your shadow is the cat, okay? Now, for some of you, it's not just the cat, it is animals, period. Okay, your shadow morphs into animals, familiars, spirits. I also see a crow, I see a spider. Okay, some of you black dogs. So, but the cat is very significant, right? You are someone who, like, your shadow protects you. Your shadow is your shadow. Some of you quite literally have a black cat, or you have a pet around you. You have an animal that always visits you, quite literally your shadow. So much so, like, for those of you who don't even have a pet, you have a pet shadow. You have a familiar that is around you. And they're such a shadow, you don't even know they're there half the time. You're very protected, okay? Especially when it comes to relationships, when it comes to people manipulating your energy or trying to veil through your energy, trying to see, trying to scry, okay? Especially around males. Some of you, if you have pets, they do not like the people that you either bring home or that you've been in relationships with, okay? They despise a lot of men in your life. Your shadow, like, is very particular around who's around you, let me tell you. If you ever get a sick feeling when you're around someone, when you're around certain types of people, your shadow is there protecting you, almost like reminding you, prodding at you, saying, hey, stop feeding this energy. So I feel like your shadow's message here, there is something they want to teach you, right? About giving your energy to other people. This is energy transfer. I feel like for a long time you didn't know your worth, okay? It took you a lot of self-mastery to understand who you are, and I feel like you're still growing to understand like the best of you and how to move at the best of you as well. And I feel like right now you could be giving a lot to something that has a lot of your power at this time. Could be something that you want, could be a person, could be you trying to invest in people and or invest in energy, period. And your shadow is saying like, please do not drop your crown right now. This person is not worth it. That thing is not worth it. What is worth it is your own inner fulfillment. What is going to help you move forwards at speeds to be able to understand yourself fully, to be able to move faster, quicker, is the moment that you stop overgiving. The moment that you start understanding that you were never the lack, you were never the one that needed to chase, you are the one that gets everything that they want. You get the right people. You never need to beg for attention. You never need to doubt your energy, right? You never need to become less than. You are quite literally enough. You hold such legacy in your energy, and I'm seeing this energy above your crown chakra right now, okay? And it's like this light that wants to be remembered only if you would look up. You've been doing a lot of other people's work right now. Your shadow is kind of just like side-eyeing you a little bit, especially if you have a physical shadow around you, a pet. Notice their behaviors. I'm seeing someone knock a drink out your hand, okay, or a drink slip, because you are just like, you don't even understand your own inner magnetism, but you will. And I feel like you're learning to become whole within yourself. I feel like you've mastered a lot of emotions over the past year, or you've had to like work through a lot of emotions. And I feel like there's a part of your identity that you still mask when it comes to your own sense of self. You veil yourself where you don't need to, or you shift into people that you don't need to. You're a shapeshifter. And I feel like you need to take on this feline energy of truly like having boundaries, knowing your worth, not putting yourself in uncomfortable situations for the sake of other people, for the sake of movement, for the sake of gain, right? And I'm seeing a lot of gold come around you. Gold is a color that you should work with, or there is a lot of gold, like just legacy. A lot of projection around you, or maybe you projecting a little bit as well, because it's like you want to be the best version of you, but you can't do that if you're always filling other people's cups, if you're always giving away your energy, your ideas, your sensation. You are becoming someone entirely different. And I feel like whatever you've just knocked on, you knocked on an old door somewhere. There is an old door here that wants to close, because you no longer need to explain your worth to people who just aren't interested in it. People don't get it, they don't get it. That's fine, but if it makes you happy, do it. But you're learning to not do things for other people. You're learning your own inner discernment here. You're learning to understand your own magnetism, your own true expression in this world. And I feel like I'm seeing someone, okay, I'm seeing someone here like looking for the same continuous job, right? Looking for the same career path that just isn't going to bring you to the places it needs to. Like, I almost feel like there's something here about even you trying to get a higher up's attention, or it's like you want to build something, you want to move, you want to reach that level, but it's just not going to happen this way. Because if you have to drop your cup for another person, you have to spill what is yours to fill up someone else's. Like, I'm getting like a big company here, right? It is just not working for you anymore. But there is a true collaboration coming in with a lover, with someone who is going to match your inner vibration, who matches your empathy. It's like fire signs and water signs dating, right? It's a love that always feels ignited until you realize they're putting out your fire, or they never understand your water and your flow, right? It's just like things that feel romanticized, things that feel great, but they're just not going to work out. Not because it's not yours, but because it requires you to degrade yourself. There is no more degrading yourself. So your shadow wants you to know there is a better collaboration coming in elsewhere. There are better people that are going to meet you, that are going to allow you to live this lioness energy, big cat energy, okay? It's time for you to be in your big cat energy. It's time for you to actually reach the state of illumination that is actually going to help you shine. And look, it's equality. It's people who understand you. You don't even have to explain. They see your magnetism and shine, and they don't think, I want to take from that. The kind of people that offer you a glass instead of, you know, taking from yours. But this is balance. Some of you are going to move for this energy, and your shadow is going to be with you. Your shadow wants to protect your energy. Because when it comes to meeting these people, you're not going to have to overgive. You're not going to have to do all the work. It's just going to meet you. It's going to meet you in your soul. And I feel like right now your shadow is saying less is more. Move with passion, but less is more. Because you shine brighter when you do less. I also feel like stop giving this person access to you. Stop giving a lot of people access to you. Let them crave you. But not only that, save your shine for people who actually deserve it. I love and appreciate you, Pearl 3. I will see you in the next one.